What's up, everybody? It's your boy Bill Forster. And I had this segment of Real Talk Chronicles. I had to give you something because, Mondays and Wednesdays are my day. And I just had to come and give you something. My lovely wife is doing lovely wife stuff. And that's what it is today. It's a Monday. I just have some few things I really want to converse with you about, just so we can get out the way and talk about what's happening in this world today. Um, if you want to chop it up with me, please do. And I just had to. I'm more than welcome to talk about anything that you want to talk about. First and foremost, there was a shooting of two sheriffs the other day, and I just want to tell everybody, as much as I speak out against police brutality against people of color, I don't condone that. That was crazy. Um, People sign up for a job, and that's what they sign up to do. That, but what's happening in the world today, where I think people are so fed up with, and I'm going to say this, the way they feel that they're being treated, people of color being treated, and the powers that are in office that are uh, adding to the negativity, if we're going to say. And this is real talk. So whether you like it or not, it's real talk. And that's what I'm saying. I do think that certain things are being generated from the negativity. He's starting something that uh, he's not trying to stop. Shout out to Al, Meanmore, Yush. Shout out to Patricia Camacho. Hope all is well. My sister in blue with her husband, Mikey Mo. So, like I said, again, the shootings of the sheriff, I don't condone that at all. I think that's crazy that right now we're living in a world where people feel it's okay to go after law enforcement, because there was a time years ago that you would not even try to have confrontation with law enforcement. Now people are being brazen about it and shooting at law enforcement in the car. It's another assassination attempt before I think they achieved that goal. So my question to everybody that's listening is, what do you think is igniting that kind of outrage? Is it because people of color feel that they're being uh, uh, treated at a way that they're lashing out? Maybe we don't know if this person is sick, but the fact that they did it and was brazen enough to attempt to kill two law enforcement individuals. I don't know anything about these law enforcement individuals. I just know that that was crazy, and that could have been me. Uh, for all of you that don't know, and I will tell you, I'm prior law enforcement, so I understand the outrage of the blue and how they are feeling. Um, with that being said, to my blue family, why are you always blaming everything on Black Lives Matter? I heard that there was a protest of individuals. There were protesters in front of the hospital. This is crazy to me. You're protesting them trying to save lives at the hospital and wishing that the officers would die. That's bonkers. Your disdain is that high for the blue that you're projecting it. Now, here's the catch. You're projecting it to the individuals that you don't even know if some feel karma or deserving. But now here's the catch 22 with it. law enforcement is projecting it on Black Lives Matter. So you don't understand anything that Black Lives Matter is going through. I asked all my law enforcement people out there today, why do you think it's such a disparaging uh, conversation or energy between your brothers in blue, and I'm talking about your brothers or people of color in blue, in comparison to things that you deem, blue? Did you ever think maybe the things that you're saying is disrespectful to them too? I mean, you called people like myself and other brothers or sisters of color your brothers in blue, but the things you say are so disrespectful. I'm in these private groups and I hear all the FUs of Black Lives Matter, the terrorists, and things of that magnitude. I hear all the things people are saying about uh, keeping sports. I want to ask you all a personal opinion, a question. How do you feel about the fact that sports have taken a powerful stance in speaking up for Black Lives Matter? Hey, Nicole, what's going on? Um, they're taking a powerful stance. From what I'm reading in my police group, that they're not watching sports anymore. That has caused me to watch sports because I had stopped because of Kaepernick watching football and things of that matter. But the fact of it is, every sport has taken a position in regards to Black Lives Matter. I ask you all, how can if you talk about all lives matter, how can Black lives not matter? I ask you to answer that question. Please help me out. Help me out with that because anything else would be racist in your comments. And it's all right. If you're racist, then say you're racist. It is what it is. I have no problems with that. Just don't bring that shit over here. You know what I'm saying? Just keep it racist and say that, yo, I feel this way and it is what it is. Um, so yeah, I ask you, how do you feel about sports taking a whole powerful position on Black Lives Matter movement? Uh, I listen to a lot of white officers and probably some, I'm going to say black officers, and I'll say some Latin officers take a position in the fact that it's just about blue lives matter. And that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if your job is more important than your ethnicity, then that's how you feel. Shout out Kev, what's going on? Hey Michelle, how are you all? Appreciate you all for just chiming in and for a second. I'm not going to be long tonight. I just wanted to give you something to think about and real talk, just to give you some thoughts and things that we can talk about and something to take with you to the next level. Hey Lisa, what's going on? How are you? So, like I said, first and foremost, sending our prayers to the two sheriffs that got ambushed in Compton. Uh, I don't condone that at all. I'm not with that. I've had some people say that was that karma. I'm not even going to get into that. I'm not going to touch that subject. I've had some people from my blue family take a stance on uh, that it was Black Lives Matter that was outside protesting uh, at the hospital. How do you know? You know what's so funny? I'm going to ask my law enforcement family or my really pro law enforcement people, if a person with a Blue Lives Matter shirt calls a person of color out of their name, Should a person of color be mad at all police officers? Something to think about. So the same way you uh, are judgmental with Black Lives Matter, don't throw stones if you live in that glass house. And that's something to think about. Nicole, would you say as long as people of color have been allowed, shall we say no to participate in American sports teams? We have used the platform to share our experiences. Why are people so offended now? That's a very good point. We need to understand that. Um, I, on the other hand, of my personal feeling, I am so glad to see hockey, soccer, basketball, baseball, football all take a stance. I am happy to see people who will have a disdain for it to show their true colors. F you. I'm saying it personally. You know what's so funny? You don't have a problem when they speak out about cancer, prostate cancer, breast cancer, uh, wounded warriors. If you don't want sports to take a stance, then they can't take a stance in anything. Don't be a hypocrite and choose and pick what you think they can take a stance in. Who are you to tell somebody what they can take a stance in? Really? As you sit there and be a computer thug and type all the negativity that you say, listen, either what's good for the goose is good for the gander, right? Let's keep it 100 with that. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real 100 with that. Do not say athletes should not take a stance in any social justices or issues, but it's all right if they speak up about breast cancer or prostate cancer or cancer or the wounded warriors or anything pertaining to a issue or a subject outside of the realm of sports. If you don't want them to speak about Black Lives Matter, then they shouldn't speak about anything, right? Now, I have a problem. I don't have a problem with them speaking about cancer. I don't have a problem about speaking about wounded warriors. I don't have a problem about them speaking about anything because the bottom line is we need people to hear. And for those that have a problem with Black Lives Matter, then you are just really saying a lot about yourself. You can't tell me that, oh, that Antifa and agitators have infiltrated the movement, but then you still call them a terrorist group. You call Malcolm, Martin, anybody that has stood up for people of color a terrorist organization, but I don't see any of you denouncing the KKK. I ask fellow law enforcement people that I have good conversations with about, when they say, "Oh, Bill, you do this and you post that," but I don't see you posting anything. And then they say, "Oh, wait a minute, I don't post this because of." Then don't tell me what to post. Do you and let me do me. The beautiful thing about this Facebook and YouTube thing, you don't have to like or comment on anything that somebody posts. You can just keep going on. I see a lot of things that my fellow blue officers, brothers and sisters post. I don't like. I really don't. And I have a lot to say about it. But I don't because I know it's their post and they can say what they want to say. That's like me going in your house and telling you what you can say and what you can do. I'm not going to do that. But if you come on my page, I got you. I'm going to put your ass in check. And that's just how I feel about certain things in regard to that. You know, I always notice that anytime people of color do something, say something, white person got something to say all the damn time. I've never heard a white person tell us how to protest. I've heard them tell us how not to protest. but I never heard them tell us how to protest. And you know what's so funny? I really want to know how some interracial couples are dealing with this, or how people that say I'm not prejudiced, I have black friends, but you feel a certain way. You know, I support the interracial couples that are trying to make change. I support anybody that's trying to make change. You know, the streets have gone to a chaotic energy right now where people are killing each other. But listen, it's not just all black on black or Latin on Latin. It's not people of color. There's white people killing each other too, but they just don't get advertised like that. You know, you want to ask the old dude about fake news. Let's talk about that. What's up, cousin Kendra? How are you? What's up, Ryan? What's up, Donald? How are you? How's everybody doing tonight? This is Real Talk Chronicles. Um, I just took a time out to kick it with you guys real quick on a Monday night. Due to scheduling, certain people are available, certain people are not. So, I have things to talk about voting, uh, certain things. You just have to, it's still COVID. Please understand, there's still a disease, something out there. I know a lot of people are talking about, we were talking about the president. I know I said it. I couldn't believe I said the shit. I did say it. What's up, D? How are you, brother? Kendra, what you say, cuz? Some of my interracial couple friends have just been silent all the way around. Yeah, I know it's a thin line with interracial people, and it's a thin line of I put up a post today in regards to, and anybody want to chop it up with me real quick, I'll send you the link and we can kick it. And give me your thoughts and your opinions. I put up a post today in regards to 45. I said, not all Republicans, I think, or Trump supporters are racist, but racism is something that you deem not to look at. And I really feel that I wouldn't have posted it if I didn't feel that way. There are a lot. I think there's a difference. I've been told that there's a difference between Republicans and Trump supporters, but I know that the thing that Trump says and does is so inciting of negativity and racism. And that way you can deem him a racist. So you don't have to ask people, why do people think he's a racist? Don't get on caught up in that shit about, oh, he said he's done a lot for blacks. He's done a lot for white people in power. And with that being said, they've hired people of color. You're not seeing no black people. 80%. I just put a post up there. It's all on my page. I put a post up there that in this country right now, even though we live in a diverse world, 80% of the people of power are still white. So let's keep it 100. It is what it is, right? So, you know, race is a big topic right now. It really escalated when Obama became president. He fueled the fire. Same thing Giuliani did with Dinkins. And a lot of you racist people just come out of the woodworks. And I have no problems calling you racist. And I'll say it in your face. And you're not going to do anything about it. So you can sit there and unfriend me, which I don't care. Or you can close the computer, but you're not going to say anything disrespectful in my face, especially if you know me. You know my hand game. I'll give you the business, right? So a lot of you will sit back and be mad and oh, F Billy Foster. It is what it is, B. Knock it off. Like I've told you from the beginning, when I became in law enforcement to now, I am black first. I'm about the blood in my veins and the skin on my bones. Blue is a profession that I chose. It's not who I am. I rep NYPD. Yes, I do. Just like I rep transit, just like I rep acting, just like I rep the Giants, just like I rep the Knicks. It is a fraternity or organization that I love or I like, but it is not who I am as a person. You cannot take this off of me. I can take the blue off and put another color on. I can't take this off. And that's what a lot of white officers don't understand. Maybe that's all you were ever to be, meant to be. Maybe that's all you could have ever been. I don't know. That's something that you got to look into your soul and ask. But I was a lot of things before I took the oath, and I'm a lot of things right now after. And you all know that. So, what's up, Jay? Understand that there is a systematic racism, but chooses to ignore it purposely. Absolutely. What's up, Mark? How are you? Um, you know what I'm saying? I just got to keep it 100, man. Let me tell you something. I can't go to my grave if that means if that was tonight or tomorrow and not say what I feel. I wasn't built like that. My parents didn't make me to be that person. And I don't feel no pain with God. So, we live in a world right now that I don't understand. Going into watching sports. Are you still watching sports or you're not watching sports? You know, I I say this with all humor, but with sincerity. A lot of my coworkers and former blue people are not watching sports because they're supporting Black Lives Matter. I'm watching sports now. I have to I have to bow down. I know Michelle Obama said go high. They go high, they go low, you go high. Nah, I like to get in the gutter with you sometime because you know what? I want to wallow in the mud and kick your ass. I want to let you know how I feel about it. You know. But that being said, hey, anything like I said it again. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I ask anybody, white, black, green, blue, whoever, when somebody of color steps up to speak up for people of color, including me, the first thing y'all say is a terrorist. I won't be surprised somebody start telling me I'm a terrorist sooner or later. Or you're not gonna call me that because you'll call me a liberal or a left or something. I just can't be a person that cares about the humanity or the love of other people. What's up, Michaela? How are you, sis? You dropped a post today that was real righteous. I had to chime in on that. You know, you know, I applaud dialogue from people outside of my ethnicity. I really do. Long as you can converse with me and come in with some facts. Like I said, I look at my former coworkers and I see the things that you post, and I see a lot of times you want to throw statistics, Fox statistics, but if you're gonna throw statistics on white people too. If you're gonna tell me how many people of color have committed crimes against people of color, tell me how many white people have committed crimes against white people. Be fair now. Let's just keep this shit 100. Don't tippy toe in the tulips if you ain't trying to sing the whole song. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Lo? How are you, brother? You keep it real, 100. Thank you, Mark. I'm trying to drop some jewels, man. Whether people listening or not, it is what it is. I can just put it out there in the universe for people to understand. So, all right, my point of reference tonight, I'm gonna let you know the cop shootings, the two sheriffs being shot. I don't condone that. That was crazy. I don't condone people standing in front of the hospital chanting, I hope you die. That could have been me. I don't know if this was motivated by a prior situation. Does it really matter? Some may have issues with that. There are some people out there. And I'm not even asking this, but I'm gonna say this real 100, real talk. There are some people out there right there that don't have a bit of remorse that those two officers, those sheriffs, were shot. It's crazy. Why? Because all they see is people of color getting killed, unarmed people of color. I'm not here to say that's right or wrong. Not at all. I'm just having real talk. I know a lot of people feel that way. What are we going to do about that? Do I personally feel a lot of this has stemmed from the person that's in charge, the president of the free world? Absolutely. I feel a lot of you have your head so far up his ass that you just don't know how to come out and be a human being anymore. You talk so much about red, white, and blue. Really? You're not really American. You're just red. It's just what some people deem is good for themselves. See, stop asking people of color to be patriotic because we there hasn't been any people, any nationality more patriotic than people of color. We were brought over here on the slave ship. We were made slaves. After the slaves, we were freed, if you want to call it freedom. And then you told us stand for an anthem that doesn't mean shit for us and love this country unequivocally. And some of us have. And still, 2020, we are still being treated like damn near 1960s. So don't tell us about standing for no flag. Don't tell us standing for no anthems. Just get out our way, yo. If you ain't with it, then just move out the way. And that's real talk. Listen, I'm all about love. I love my white friends. I love you to death. I think you know that. There are some friends that I have unequivocally that we go way back, that there isn't anything that can separate us except some racism. There's some of you that I love, and you probably don't even know it, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But do you really love me? Because do you love me for the blue or do you love me for the B? Because Bill Foster is who he is. I see a lot of you out here. That's all you want to do is kiss up to the blue, yo. I don't get it. I don't get it. You know, we're talking about you tell us take a if we take a knee, if we peacefully protest, oh, you don't like what we're protesting for. If we I'm not saying we riot, but people piggyback off the rioting. Oh, it's the whole organization. Why don't you speak out about bad policing as you speak out about Black Lives Matter and the people that piggyback off the negativity? I don't understand that. What you say, Donald? Keep doing you and keeping it real. This is stuff people need to hear. Appreciate you, Donald. My man. Exactly, Mark. Face stats. Fake stats. You know, I say what I say a lot of times because I'm man enough to say it, and I I feel like I need to say it. You know, if I lose people along the way, you ain't my friend. Because to think that I wouldn't say what I'm going to say, then you really don't know me. You know, exactly. Christmas addicts. So, like I said, of course, I've denounced the shootings of the law enforcement. I've also denounced them standing in front of the hospital, talking about die. That's crazy, yo. On the real talk side, I know there are some people out there really, really feel that way. It's the same way white people, and I'm saying this about some things. There are certain white people that just feel the same way about Black Lives Matter. I can only give you a platform to talk about it and deal with your own personal feelings. You can deal with it and say what you want to say about it. Watching sports, the way I see how much hate there is in regards to Black Lives Matter in these sports, I'm watching sports now because that means if the people that I see and read the things that they say are that upset over Black Lives Matter, speaking out and speaking up for people that have been wrongly, and I'll say wrongly treated by law enforcement. If that bothers you so much, then I know there's something they're doing something right because you're mad. It is what it is. And let me tell you something. For a lot of you out there, for a lot of Latins and African Americans and some white people, if you ain't saying nothing, then you're part of the problem. You really are. And I'm telling you that. You better and meet your maker on that one. You know, you speak out for blue, but you don't speak out for the blood in your veins. You call yourself you talk about you take an oath, but you're not a humanitarian. Knock it off. You're the worst. Voting is countdown. Get out there and vote. Do what you got to do. Wheelchair, crutches. Yo, dude said, yo, send in your ballots and then go vote. What are we going to do with this dude, man? And this is the person that some of you still want in office. And you believe in God? like, like, I don't get it. Like, this dude is the worst. Yeah, and he's not even about Republicans. He's the worst. Let me tell you something. I come from a Republican family, right? It is what it is. But I was taught vote for what you feel, not for the party that you chose to sign up for, because you can change your mind. Like a lot of you change your mind on your sports team. A lot of you change your mind on what you're going to wear to work. You can change your mind on the dude that you vote for. Exactly, Teddy. It is supposed to be protect and serve. Hey Val, how are you, sis? How's it going? I'm just dropping some stuff down here. Um, so please get out there and vote. If you got to bring an old person, mail in ballots, get them in because this dude is not trying to talk about leaving the office. And I know a lot of you out there scared. And I know a lot of you out there are tired of him. Financially, he doesn't affect me. No, he doesn't. To some may think financially he may help me, but he doesn't help my people that need help. Because I'm gonna be good whether it's blue or red in there. It is what it is. And a lot of you are gonna be good if it's blue or red in there. So then why are you feeling the way you feel? Is it because you're a little racist? For those that say, I'm not racist, I have black friends or I have Latin friends. How crazy is that? For you to think that way, you have racism in. You understand what I'm saying? For those of you out there that are in mixed relationships, biracial relationships, white, Latin, you got a black woman. You may not think she may not look black, but she's black. She's black. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So me keep it 100. What's up, Diana? How are you? So please get out there to vote November 3rd. Let's make the hat. Oh, I hear you, brother. All right, Lisa. It's always a pleasure. I love you, Lisa. You my peoples. I ride with you. I rock with you. You're one of the good ones. I love you. What'd you say, Teddy Ted? Talking for more afterwards. Marky Mark. Yeah, 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 Teddy. He gonna fight. He ain't trying to go out of. He ain't trying to come out of that office at all. Yeah, you're right. Thank you, Mark. I'm trying to preach it to her. But you know what's so funny, and this is what a lot of times people of color, and this is what we're seeing. We're seeing a lot of people of color take a volatile approach on certain things. Not that we're condoning it, but you know what's so funny? Who taught us how to be animals? But the ringmaster, right? You can't train an animal if you ain't an animal. You know what I'm saying? And people are starting to act barbaric. They're starting to take things in their own hands. It's crazy. People are tired, they're mad, and I'm not condoning any kind of violence. And I'm a person that loves violence. I ain't gonna front. You know, I love violence, but I'm not violent. That oxymoron right there is crazy. All I'm telling you is if you come over this way with some shit, I'm gonna give you the business. That's just who I am. And anybody out there that knows me and works with me, you know that's just how I get down. So I say all that to say, I don't condone violence. Um, what's up with this COVID-19 going on, y'all? Let me tell you something. Your boy got tapes out there. He downplayed it. Some of y'all still say, "Oh, it's fake news." I know, it's fake. You was all about Fauci. Now you're against him. What are y'all gonna do? Y'all are a hot mess. Y'all really are. As long as the news helps you out, then you co-sign it. You know, this is Real Talk Chronicles. I'm your boy Bill Foster. If you look over my shoulder, that's my wife over there.
Hi. How are you?
Yeah, so that's Malika Bourne, and she's doing her thing. She has uh started her own business, so she's doing her thing. Want to come in and say hi real quick?
Yeah, I actually have a question for you.
What is it?
No, I was talking to my hairdresser yesterday, and she told me that her best friend hasn't been feeling well, and she started telling me about some of the symptoms, and it reminded me of the shows that we used to have at the beginning,
Right.
when the pandemic first started.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you think we can do a follow-up show with the doctors just to refresh people's memories on, what's the best thing to do? Because I had to really think back. Like, I know we do pretty much the same thing, but I didn't want to miss anything in passing on, information. So you think we can schedule something like that?
Yeah, we can reach out to the Scots. We can reach out to the Quarters,
Mm-hmm.
and we can cover that. Listen, we have some shows we coming up. Voting, uh, COVID-19, police brutality. This is Real Talk Chronicles. This is what we do. Try to keep it 100 with you. Let me tell you something. May not be the biggest in the game, but I might be one of the realest. And that's just what it is. It's real talk. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. I say what I feel. It is what it is. A lot of people who don't like it, what are you going to do about it? Just, if you don't like real talk, then don't say you want to have real talk. If you want to have real talk, then you chime in. You can share this. We're on YouTube. Where we at?
Real Talk Chronicles on YouTube.
Oh, I shall be on it, y'all.
Yeah, so let's do that, Bill. Because I think I could use a refresher, and I think other people could use that information as well.
Okay, so we're going to set that up.
Yes.
We're going to put that on the calendar. Yes, we're going to do that. Do you want to tell them about your business real quick?
I've been busy. It's interesting. So you took a picture of me, a couple pictures of me earlier, sitting here at the desk. The breeze felt so good. Like, what happened in summer, we're in fall, just like that, but it felt good. And I don't usually have my desk right at the window, so that's kind of new for me. So I was curious to see if other people, had it set up. And I was pleasantly surprised that people posted pictures. I mean, that was cool to see other people do the same thing. Your buddy Brian has palm trees. I just saw that a few minutes ago.
My childhood friend, my basketball boy, my Capricorn brother Brian. Yeah, you got palm trees. You're really doing something real different.
I love that, and I love his wraparound desk. So we may have to go desk shopping for me soon.
Whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
We're gonna blame Brian for that because I love his desk. A couple people have the dual monitors, which is what I used to have in the office. So that's what my request is, Bill. A show on a COVID update. I need a new desk and I need a second monitor. So I'm putting my request here.
Exactly. Is there anything else you want to talk about in regards to politics, voting?
Yeah, so I have to check my count. I think we're around 50 days in. I have to double check to see what it is. So we're going to the polls, right? We're going
we'll be
in person.
Bright and early. And if it's the polls are long, we're going to have sandwiches.
We will be there early. We're going to set the...
Come in.
I'm off camera.
Yeah. We're going to have some sandwiches. Exactly.
We're going to set our alarms so we can get there nice and early.
What's up, Marquita? What's up, George? What's up, Mike?
Marquita
How are
just
you?
got a bicycle. I love it.
What's up, Ted? Hey, Gina. What's up, Greg?
Marquita, I told you in the post, I wish we were closer. I love bike riding. Love it, love it, love it.
Well, exactly.
Great exercise. Keep it moving. What else you want to talk about?
So no, I covered about how I felt about, like I said, I'll recap. I felt my prayers go out to the officers that were shot, the sheriffs that were shot in Compton. I don't trust me. I can post 1,000 things in regards to police brutality, but I was an officer. There's no way in hell I'm going to condone that. Do I understand where a lot of people of color have a disdain for that? Yeah, I'm not co-signing it, but I get it. People standing out in front of the hospital talking about let them die.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, bueno. That's not a good look. That's not good. Because my thing, if that was me, would you still feel that same way? Sometimes when you take this stance, it's hard to flip flop. So the bottom line is, I don't know anything about these officers, and
whatever the case, they didn't deserve that.
Yeah. And if they did, who am I? I'm not judge and jury. I'm not God. You understand what I'm saying? If that's karma, I'm not the one to say it is. Understand? What's up, Rashid? How are you, my brother?
So one thing.
What's up?
Oh, go ahead. Finish saying hi.
Oh no, go ahead.
Hi.
Go ahead.
Hi.
What's up, Darren? How are you? What's up, Nicole? I do not condone that behavior. Exactly.
Not
Greetings.
At all.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if you I was downstairs. I'm not sure if you talked about this. And I know I say this to you every year, but thank you for everything you did 19 years ago.
Oh, right.
On September 11th. Yeah. I mean, Bill. That was huge.
Yeah. 11.
Yeah, I mean, it's just such a tragedy. We had a full conversation, as we do every single year, about it. Yeah. And cousin Dr. Marilyn Porter
had me on her show, her radio show.
She dedicated her radio show Saturday to the topic of 9/11, and Bill was her one and only special guest.
Right.
And something that came out of it, which we knew already, was just what you get out of talking about it. So, you tend to maybe hold some things in sometimes and you go into deep thought.
Yeah.
Obviously, because there's a lot to reflect on. And as you're looking back at pictures and so forth. But just as all of your friends and family have expressed to you, and I always do, thank you, because that's huge.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's something that I know you.
And shout out to all the 9/11 first responders. Shout out to all the people that have had to deal with the aftermath of that. I mean, it's so many different layers to that in regards to how you were affected and who was affected. So, rest in peace to all those people that have lost someone. I mean, rest in peace to all those people that have passed away from these uh, horrific events. And uh, prayers to all those that still are going through therapy and trying to find closure to that, just finding closure on life in general. I see my man Rashid is in the building. You know what? That's another topic that we need to bring back too about schooling. People going back to school. Are you really ready for that?
Yeah, we actually know someone who just sent their daughter away to college for her first year, and just after being there for 1 week is now tested positive. So
yeah, COVID, yeah.
For COVID. So yeah, lots to talk about, lots going on. But I will say, just like we always say, these things make us appreciate every single day that God gives us even more.
Absolutely.
Because people may see us and say, oh, they're always so happy, they're always so silly. I mean, we're human. We all have our ups and downs, but we always remember that we appreciate every day we open our eyes.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. Listen, this is Real Talk Chronicles. Like I said, Wednesday we have a good show. I have my man Bill, my Hollow alumni brother. He will be in the building giving his perspective. I have Kevin Branzetti, of course, coming back. So we will touch on some law enforcement topics. And I have my man Big Said in the building. So we will be good because we have diversity in that conversation. We have two white individuals and two black people that will be out here just talking about black and white issues that are affecting us because it is prevalent right now and the topic is real. And what are we going to do about it? So, I am Bill Forster, and that's Malika Forster right there, right? And this is Real Talk Chronicles. Like it, share
I
it.
just want to say one other thing before you go. Just one little thing. And I know I say things to you all the time, but you are so good at like reaching out and checking on people. Like I love when you put the post, "Hey Facebook, what's the deal?" Like I love that because you can't obviously pick up the phone and call every single person, but you never know what somebody's going through or what their day is like. And I think moments like that, little things help brighten somebody's day.
Well, yeah, I think I try to be, thought provocative and think of people and say hello. And I can't. You're right. I can't say it to everybody. I'm married now. Single life. I could reach and text people. No, I'm just saying that. Like I have a responsibility to you.
Yes, to the household.
To the household. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. I didn't mean it any other way. But I'm just saying that, my priority is right here next to me. With that being said, so to try to reach out to the universe, excuse me, I can put out that post and say what's up. But I just want to let all of you know that sometimes it ain't really personal unless you make it personal. Your views and your standpoints, they are what they are. I get it. I don't like them but I get it.
Squeaking. Waiting to get you a new chair. So we need gotta
throw something in there to take me off the course.
I try to keep you on your toes, Bill. You gotta loosen up a little bit, kid.
Yeah, okay. Let me just say, what's up, Greg? Yes, sir. Good brother. What's up? Heading back to work. Be careful now. What's up, Troy? Long time. So yeah, basically, Wednesday we'll have a good show. We'll have a very diverse panel, and we'll sit back and we'll converse about a lot of things, from cops being shot, watching sports, voting, Black Lives Matter, COVID-19. Yes, Darren, what's going on? You have a question? Holler at me quick before we log off.
What did he say? I don't have the right glasses on to read.
No, he just said Bill.
Oh.
What's up, Wanda? How are you? The summer's over, y'all.
Oh,
Seems
jeez.
like it's gonna be a little chilly winter. I
You
think
know,
it's a little
I'm
cold winter.
going through withdrawal already.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Flip flops gonna be out for some of y'all. You know what I'm saying?
You want to tell them the UGG story really quick?
Yo, it's a little chilly, right? Why did my wife say I can't? I would love to put my Uggs on now.
My
I
feet were
was like,
cold.
yo, don't play yourself. You are not gonna embarrass me walking down
No,
the
of course.
street,
I mean, it was just a random thought.
walking with
Like,
some damn Uggs.
oh, Uggs today.
Go ahead. What's the question, Darren? Troy, what's going on, brother? I'm good, man. I'm just chilling, man. Well, maybe I'll save it for another time. No, Darren, ask it right now. We'll answer it.
Come on, Darren.
Answer it.
Ask your
Ask your question.
question.
And you said it's for us individually. Go ahead, ask it.
So yeah, Bill, thank you for convincing me to wear Uggs. What, 2 years ago?
Let me tell you something. My wife didn't want to wear some Uggs.
Now I was one of those people. I was like, I'm not wearing them. They're too big. They look like slippers. Da, 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 da.
I can't get out. She started buying colors of them shits. You thought the
I
shits
have
was.
black, I have gray, and I have the camel color.
She loves them. Let me tell you something. She loves them.
I
And
think they sell slippers too. I maybe
yes,
you get the
yeah,
slippers.
they do. Darren, what's your question? Ask it. Ask it before we.
All right, Darren, you have 30 seconds. No, I'm just kidding.
No, you're not. You're
I
doing
got
really
work
good.
to do.
Exactly. Yeah. So, also tell them about your web. What you're doing?
I'm busy.
No, you still got to tell them business.
No, no, no. So yeah, wow, how long has it been? I think about a month ago, I launched Design Interactions. It's my web design and training business. It's going very well. Been knocking out some websites, waiting on a couple people to get back to me, but things are rolling along. I appreciate those of you who have reached out to me, those of you who have prayed and also supported me just by spreading the word. Trust me, that goes a long way. So thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'm
Darren,
gonna teach you how to create some websites there, Billy.
whoa, listen.
I guess he doesn't want to.
She
Did he
said,
write
Nicole
anything?
said, congratulations.
Thank you, Nicole.
That's not a guy issue. What issue you talking about, Troy? All right, listen, everybody. Hey, Michelle Teague, how are you, sister? We need to hook up on the noble stuff. How are you? You're always been a blessing, sister. You're good energy. I'm glad to see you around. Darren, what is it? If I gave you a box of all the things you lost in your life, when you open the box, what would be the first thing that you look for in that box? Maybe my parents. Maybe my parents. Um, I think life is never the same without your parents. I think the rather good, bad, or indifferent, the things that they told you. I mean, I'm sure if I look back on things now, and this is real talk, and this is how real talk started. So funny that he asked that and it's so funny that I chose that. Real talk started from me losing my parents. So that's what this is always dedicated to. Exactly, Michelle. And Michelle, thank you for coming to the funeral when my mother passed away. I'll never forget that. That meant the world to me. What's up, Doug? How are you? Um, so yeah, for me, what about you? What did your grandmother?
Yeah, you know it. My
Yeah,
grandmom. Yeah, my
right.
grandmom. Number one in my heart, always.
Yeah, yeah. That's probably something. Um, oh, talking about the Uggs. I got you, Tony. Troy.
What
Yeah,
about Uggs? No, I'm just kidding.
yeah, exactly.
They're comfortable.
What about you, Darren? Since you asked that question,
Yeah, that
what
was a
thing?
good question, Darren.
It
I like
was.
that
That was
question.
a real talk question. And I ask any of you if anybody wants to be on Real Talk Chronicles, just reach out to me. I'll set up a schedule. I can have you along with a few others on Real Talk, and we can just talk about the topics, the current events of that day, because that's how Real Talk all started, about conversing about the issues and topics of that day, whether it be relationships and stuff like that. I've evolved a little bit from just talking about why he treating me this way or why that. But those questions are always I can always go back to that at any given moment, and I have no problems doing that. So I say, yeah, that was a deep question. It definitely was.
It was. It was an excellent question.
Too much to
We
type.
knew the
All right,
answers.
Darren, I got you, D. But yeah, let me
Yeah.
tell you something. The one thing I if I go back in that box, I would look, like I said, I probably would look for my parents, and I probably would look for the a certain do-over button because there are certain things I would want to do over.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Certain things I may have wanted to complete, certain things I wouldn't have embarked on. But I was so glad. Let me tell you something. I don't knock my life at all. I am blessed to be at 55.
Wait, you're 55. No, I'm just
I
kidding.
know I talked. Let me stop. Yeah. What's up, Veronica? What's up, Joshua? How are you? How's everybody doing? Um, oh yeah, Darren. Yeah, Teddy Ted said those mint Uggs are tight. They are fire.
Yeah, you have a pair of boots, right?
Yeah, I do.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't been that cold for me to wear them. There's a few do-overs in relationships. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I would
Um,
have a couple do-overs too.
yeah, I think we all would do a lot of. There's some people that, let me tell you something. If you talk about relationships, and that's the real talk thing, there's a lot of things. I've kissed a lot of frogs.
You always say
Let
that.
me tell you something, yo. There are some people, you know how we always say about experiences. I didn't need them. I personally didn't need them. And I honestly feel that. I mean, they always say you learn from everything. Certain things are blurs. Not at all. I don't need them. There's certain people I wish I would have never met. And that's crazy to say that. I wish I would have never had them in my life. They didn't do anything for me. They taught me how to be a little bitter. And I'm not saying I'm still holding on to anything, but just nah.
It's interesting because I think some people do carry things over from previous relationships, which is not good at all. And I'm not sure if it's intentional or not, but I don't think we've had that issue, which
Well,
is a good thing.
no, you know what's so funny? And that might be a conversation in real talk, another real talk. I might take it back to old school and ask that question about, do you harbor any ill feelings towards past relationships?
Mm.
We're gonna have that conversation because you
Mhm.
know I might free up Mondays just for having some real authentic, real talk stuff and chop it up. But do you? You know, does it still burn your soul? You understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because there's some people out there that just I'm sure I'd be like, oh,
But I'm very curious about dating, not me personally, but people who are looking to meet people and
absolutely,
date
Troy
because
baggage.
we've been having that conversation a lot with a few of our friends, and it's hard right now. And you can't really tell what's under the mask, number one, and everyone's in the house.
Absolutely, Nick. Yes, exactly, Michelle. You know what I'm saying? Yep. You know, I appreciate you all for stopping in. This is Real Talk Chronicles. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? We have real talk.
Yeah.
It is what it is. For you, those that don't know the story of how Real Talk came to fruition, uh, when my mother passed away in the end of '07, beginning of '08, the week before Christmas, I knew I needed therapy, and a collective group of friends got together, helping me clean out the apartment and get rid of her belongings. And we just started talking about our upbringing, because that's how a relationship is made through the person that raised you, good, bad, or indifferent, alcoholic, abusive, whatever the case may be. Uh, and it just formulated who we are. And we just started talking about it, and we said we were going to get together and we were going to do it once a month. And it just grew to epic numbers. And we just talked about it for years and years and years. And then after that, some injuries, some health issues I had came up, and I had to shelve it. And then I came back because I didn't want to do the town hall thing anymore, and I didn't want to do the house thing anymore because people didn't know how to clean up behind themselves. But with that being said, it just now it switched lanes, and I wanted to see how the evolution of real talk come from this. So now I just started wanting to talk about having real talk about any issues that was prevalent to what's happening in the world today. So real talk went global with issues of that magnitude, but I can always take it back to relationships. And are you all happy in your relationships? Because COVID have caused you to look in the mirror at some shit because a lot of people didn't love who they were with. What do you think about stuff like that, sweetie? I'm just want to follow up with some people right here because they chime in. But thank you for being a part of Real Talk and helping me
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm enjoying it.
You ever joined the military, Michelle? All right now. What branch? Troy, but understand it is a good baggage. Yeah, good baggage is it depends on what you call good baggage. Greg Owens, my brother, we walked them streets. Mark, what you said? His question requires a certain retrospect that may bring about ill feelings. I used to hold on to an event that changed my life, but God always has a plan, and a plan, even if it doesn't share it with you first. That's true. Darren, you came up with a powerful question, man. That was good. Yeah, there's one regret. What is it, Doug? What? Darren, did you say you want your virginity back? You're 75 years old, man. Let me stop.
I wasn't expecting to hear that.
No, hey, listen.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
No, but I'm
very
just
serious.
yeah, but
For
virginity,
that.
wow. I mean, do you? I mean, you can ask that to everybody out there. Do you
Darren,
hate?
I apologize. You're probably being very serious, so don't mind me.
Oh, you should have put a ring on her, Darren.
But if you're trying to be funny, accept that laugh.
Yeah. Darren, you would have put a ring on the one that you gave up your kitty cat to. Let me stop. No, I don't mean for that.
This is the after show.
Yeah. No, listen, Darren. Let me tell you something. You know, maybe the first person that you gave up your virginity to was the one that you loved. I don't know. If it was, I get it.
That's a whole nother.
That's another show. Talk. But that's real talk.
Yeah.
And and this is what I love about Real Talk Chronicles. This is what we do. We talk about everything. Yeah. Relationships. And I haven't delved back into the relationship game for a minute because I felt I kind of eclipsed that. But you know what I'm saying? But bring me back, man. You know what I'm saying? Bring me back, man. So tell me about that, Darren. Yo, I'll listen. I'll bring you in this conversation right now. We could talk about it. If you want to go live, I'll send you the thing. I don't think he's going to talk about it. Nah, on the real, yeah. I would make Mark, our first time special. That okay, I got definitely sends you back in times and makes you think about things that you may have buried or whatever. So I got you, Michelle. Definitely put your Michelle. I would love to have you on the show of being a former law enforcement officer this Wednesday. If you feel like chiming in, hit me up, sidebar. Or you would have waited, Michelle, for your first through? I really would have to call her name, but I could have to skip the one almost got me killed. I hear you, Doug. Yeah, I mean, listen, we all think about who the first. I guess we. I'm just trying to figure out how we got here. No, it's real talk. It's real. No, I'm just kidding. She wasn't. That's why I want to do it over. Oh, you thought you was in love, Darren? Your toes were tingling. You thought she was the one? Say that again. You still? Oh, Michelle, you still active? Oh no, we can't have you on the show then. We could talk. I thought you had too good. Darren, we're gonna talk. I'm gonna chop it up with you, man. Listen. Okay. We're gonna get out of here because I didn't want to stay long with you all. First, I want to wish you all beautiful blessings from above. Whomever your higher power is. If you don't have a higher power, if he's a lower power, that's on you. I just wish you blessings from above. Get out and vote. Stay safe out there. Wear your mask. Oh, we got Real Talk Chronicles mask.
Yeah, I don't have it upstairs.
That's all right though. We don't
I
have
just
to.
want to check something. Go ahead.
She's gonna check something. She's on it. She's working. Michelle, we need to talk soon though. Definitely. If your number's still the same, let's try to reach out to each other in a few days. Okay? And chop it up and catch up. My man D, my dojo brother. Oh yes, Michelle. Exactly. Everybody out there, please fill out your census. I know a lot of you are covert.
COVID.
No, they're covert.
Oh.
They're hiding.
It's 49 days until November 3rd.
49 days until November 3rd.
I missed my 50-day potion.
Ooh, y'all, come on. Let's get out there and vote, please. I personally do not like who I have in office. Yes, my man Doug. Doug, we're gonna get you on the show too and chop it up, man. We're gonna have you come out and kick it with us. Listen, I have no problem saying I don't like who's in office now. I didn't vote for him. I dislike him even more. So please get out there and vote. If a baboon ran against him, I would vote for that baboon. I'm totally honest with you on that, and it is what it is. It's real talk. This is Real Talk Chronicles. That's Malika Foster behind me. Malika, wave at the audience.
See ya.
I am Bill Foster. Like it, share it. Wednesday, tune in. I think it's 7 or 8, maybe. We'll find out. But we have a real diverse panel, and we're gonna get real greasy, and we're gonna talk about some race stuff that people are scared to talk about. And I'm probably one of the only people that talk about race, touching that subject, because a lot of people are scared to touch it because they're afraid to lose some friends. Listen, if you ain't my friend and you wasn't my friend then, you ain't my friend now. And if I'm going to lose you over some racial shit, then bye. No, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to say to you, man, because I really don't care. Listen, respect my color, respect my people, and I respect you. And that's what it is, right? You know, love you. Real Talk Chronicles. I am Bill Forster. That's Malika Forster. We out of here. Enjoy your evening. I'll see you in a minute. Inbox me. Anybody? You know what I'm saying? Got some other stuff you want to say? Holla at your boy. We can chop it up.
Holla at your boy.
Holla at your girl. You know what I'm saying? All right. Later, y'all.
Bye.
Talk to you in a minute.